Okay, you all, we're getting ready to go into our last round of the breakout sessions. Now, have any of us wondered what we're going to do about the r-22 dilemma that's coming down the road and converting our AC units? Well, we're going to go in here and get a couple of tips from our fantastic speaker, Mr. David Pfizer and Mr. John Diltz, right here from the Fogelman home office. So let's go in and see them. We're going to sneak in.
I'm confused because, like, we were just talking. So, if you are saying that you have to, if you have to replace the 410, you have to replace the coil in the inside because it could blow up because the PSI is higher.
Yes.
So that just means that when that occurs, you have to replace that whole system. There's no jerry rigging it.
No.
Like you used to do.
There's no get around.
There's no
When
get
it's
around.
time to replace the 410A, you have to do the entire
Aren't you
thing.
better off just doing the air handle?
Yeah.
Instead of the coil.
Okay.
It's gonna be dependent upon whether your budget will allow it. You know, but you guys, again, need to be thinking about that for this year. His question was, isn't it better just to go ahead and replace the air handler while you're there? Because in most cases, you are in there, it may be 15, 18 years old,
You have to modify so much.
and you gotta modify it, sure.
Well, the only thing is, really, an air handler ain't nothing but a box of sheet metal. When it's just an electrical component and a fan motor, it's not gonna wear out. The only thing that's gonna wear out is the evaporator on the inside.
Unless it rusts out.
And the part. But to me, I'm gonna put an evaporator in, because they ain't not gonna go out in that air handler. I mean, it's a box, it's a sheet metal box.
They can't be replaced cheap.
Right, it's not as easy as
So
it
what
sounds. They should
happens
put
when
the
you go
evaporator.
to
Yeah, the
410
problem
and
with that
then
is
you
you
know,
don't have the airflow.
they do away with it in 2 years?
I haven't run it before I had it.
I mean,
It'd still be compatible with
you know,
anything else?
yeah, you'll just end up having some units that have 410A in them and some units that have extra. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up with, hey guys, can't hear. What you're gonna end up with is you're gonna end up with several different things. R-22, you're gonna end up with 410A, and you may end up with MO99, 407C, and you may end up with another alternative. I mean, who
Then
knows?
they're gonna
But
start
the air
mixing.
handler and the coils will be compatible.
It wasn't. Yeah.
We'll see when they come out with it. We'll see. 410A right now is not compatible with anything.
Why, to make that decision and you're gonna change everything in 2 years?
So wouldn't
I
it
don't
be,
disagree with you.
wouldn't it be
Just-
easier and most cost efficient, like you said, probably by private basis, but just go to the MO99 straight?
No.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But John
But
Nichols
saying,
do it.
as far as, you know, you can start recycling the R-22, which makes common sense.
That's where I was telling you
And
earlier.
start doing MO99.
I don't know about everybody else in here, but when I took the EPA class, that they taught reclaim, recycle, reuse.
Yeah.
That's exactly-
Amen.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna.
3 R's.
That's why I'm sitting here pushing repairs.
Right.
That's the 4 hours.
What we kept was a 50-pound deal. When we put more in it, it's 15 pounds. We kept
Now, if you're reclaiming, if you're pulling that R-22 out, putting it in the cylinder and selling it back to HD Supply.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't do it.
I can tell you something
Yeah,
else.
they'll take it. Yeah.
We was pulling out R-22 burned, and they was making us put acid kill in that R-22 burned and reusing the burn.
Sure.
We was using that.
Refill
We
it,
did
refill
refill
it,
that.
I never seen them do burn.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
So
Yep.
John,
Yes.
so
Put the acid kill in it
I'm just trying to
and
understand,
use it
like,
again.
my original was here and it's
Yep.
now, and then we replaced
Losing
it
that.
for,
Yes, sir.
you know, we converted from him. So, why my guy, so I guess I couldn't put any, what was that thing, a compressor on there? So what else goes out besides the compressor?
Reversing valve.
That's easy to replace, so, I mean, why would I I know you have one plate, I'm not really.
It's gotta get it.
I don't know why.
Let's get out there.
Why you would go and replace it, is that?
I mean, why were we not able to replace the compressor, or is there, I mean, I know
You can't.
there's other parts, I'm just trying to understand.
That's why I was telling you that the industry has gotten away from doing repairs over the years. It got to where the condenser units were so cheap,
It was cheaper.
it was a disposable item.
Yeah.
And it was easier just to cut it, throw it in the trash. It's like what they went on for $399, and everybody was just
And a better.
Everybody was happy.
Yeah.
So maintenance guys moved away from, now the costs have driven up so high, you know, now you have 410A and all that, you're having to go, that's why I'm trying to push it. We need to go back to that repair, we need to go
I just
back
don't
and replace it.
understand why we got to the point where we said on those particular units that we had to convert. I don't know, I don't understand.
I don't remember what his whole
Well-
situation was, but again, you know, he hit the nail on the head there. A condensing unit again is a coil and it's a box. And the heart of that is your compressor. 9 times out of 10, it's the compressor that's gonna go bad, or your reversing valve, it's a heat pump. Everything else in there can be replaced. Now, the coil can be repaired too as well. Too big.
So, you all, I don't know if you watch The View, but as you can see, R-22 and what we're going to do down the road to get away from it is a highly contested, and what we always say, a hot topic. But they were getting to the bones of it down there, and what we want to remember is the 3 R's, like Mr. Fogelman said. So we'll see you out there on the R-22 maintenance trail.